Hey guys, welcome to The Huddle. I'm your host, Laquan Hughes, and today we're with Whiteout's coach, Coach Flores. Welcome, Coach Flores, to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Today I have some questions for you.
Okay.
First question would be, how is the team feeling after beating China Spring at their home stadium this past weekend?
I would say right now our team's rolling with a lot of confidence. More importantly, especially get a big win at someone else's place. Where you feel like you have all odds stacked against you, and then kind of rolling in, feeling like you're maybe the underdog. Even from the coaches poll to Dave Campbell's, all the things from the pie charts to us being kind of not really favored in that game. Let us come out there and dominate. It creates a lot of confidence. It instills in our teams offensively, defensively. So I feel like we have a lot of confidence rolling into this next coming weeks.
Okay, that's what's up, sir. Next question will be, what are keys to making an explosive play on offense?
First and foremost, execution. We can draw up plays all we want on the whiteboard. We can do, and we can practice them. But when it actually comes down, the lights are on. It's just execution. Understanding how many steps we need to take within a route, when our timing is for a throw, and making sure first and foremost that we block up front. So I would say it's all about execution and making any play, especially a big play in the game, is managing our execution.
Execution. Next question, last question will be, has the team been working on to prepare for Shoemaker this week?
Well, Shoemaker's going to be a good test. They're explosive. They're bigger. They're Class 6A right now. So I would say, honestly, on the defensive side, I know make sure we control the run. They have some guys that are explosive back there within the running backs. And as on the offensive side is making sure we kind of control the line of scrimmage and, more importantly, control the play clock. We want to rush into anything and kind of make sure, like I said, everything that we have game plan-wise, we're able, like I said, to manage the clock, control the line of scrimmage, catch balls when we need to catch balls, making sure our running backs take care of the football, obviously control the field possessions, minus, plus, minus, field possessions huge within special teams. So as long as we execute all three phases of the game, I feel like, we have a very good chance at winning this game.
And now the winning drive message from Coach Flores.
Hey, Trojans fans, it's Coach Flores here with Waco University High School football team. I just want to have all you guys come support us. Big first home game, guys, against Killeen Shoemaker. That's a big opponent, how it was last year. Now we got to finish the fight this week. Come out and support us. We want a big crowd, and more importantly, guys, we need your support. So come out and support the University Trojans.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. Tonight, we start the Charles Foster era as the University Trojans, under their first-year head coach, will take on the Shoemaker Gray Wolves. I'm Lark Smith, along with Hal Harris and our entire Trojan Media Productions crew, to bring you this game that features the Trojans coming in with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss against the Gray Wolves, who are unbeaten through the first 3 games of the year. The Trojans started off with a loss on the road at Keller Central, 43-17, but then they recovered at Granbury for a 41-8 win, and then last week ventured out to China Spring for a 48-24 victory. As far as the Gray Wolves go, they started off the season at home against Round Rock, a 56-28 win there. Then they hosted a team from Mexico, Nuevo Leon, who had played Temple the week before and came away with a 43-14 win there. And then they had an intercity rivalry with the Ellison Eagles, which is a member of the same conference or same district as University, and they won that game 41-35. Hal, what do you expect to see out of these two clubs tonight?
Well, I expect a lot of offense tonight, Lark. University's coming in averaging 35 points a game, rushing the ball for 186 yards per game, 5.6 yards per carry. And they will share the rock between 3 running backs tonight, Darius Thomas, Ray Brown, and Kentrell Jones. And then when they go in the air, Savoy Nichols is throwing for 172 yards per game, and he's got several receivers to get the ball to. London Smith, who's a Baylor commit, Jamari Thomas, and Justin Nils tied in. Defensively, linebacker Joaquin Martinez, along with defensive back Devontae Kirkland, a Baylor commit, and defensive end Ronald Derrick, a Arizona State commit, should bow up and lead their defensive team tonight. Offensively for Killeen, like you said, they're 3-0. The first time in 5 years they've had that record. They're very fast. They're a very athletic team, averaging 46 points a game, giving up 26 per game, rushing the ball 8.4 yards per carry, 282 yards per game. To date, they've run the ball around 75% of the time, passing the 233 yards a game and then 20 yards per completion.
The University Junior ROTC presenting the colors at midfield. So let's join our stadium announcer, George Snookhouse.
Sergeant First Class Marcus Payne, United States Army retired. Cadets, would you please remove your hats? Commanding the colors and carrying the U.S. flag is Cadet Captain Alexis Guajardo. Carrying the Texas flag is Cadet Captain Madison Ramirez. Right rifle is Cadet First Sergeant Ashton Taylor. Left rifle is Cadet Private First Class Aisha Rigel.
This time
we'll have playing the national anthem by University High School Band.
Head coach for the Shoemaker Gray Wolves is Toby Foreman. It's his 9th year at the school. He's won 43 and lost 43 as the head man of the Gray Wolves. Overall, though, he's won 66 games and lost 64. That's after 4 seasons at Beaumont Central. School has been in existence since 2000 over there in Killeen. Team's overall record, 96 wins, 164 losses. Foreman is just the 4th football coach and is the school's winningest football coach. Team has never had a 10-win season, has made postseasons appearances the last 3 years and 9 times overall, and has only made it past by district once. That was 2015 when they lost in overtime to Mesquite. Both of these teams made it to the postseason last year and ran into a buzzsaw in the first week of playoff action as University lost to Fort Bend Marshall 52-14, and Gray Wolves, they drew DeSoto the first round and lost 63-6. Captains are meeting at midfield with our officials for tonight's game. They're from the Waco chapter. Rodney Sims is our referee. The umpire is Brian Strickland. The head linesman is Rhett Williams. The line judge, Heath Howard. The back judge is Brian Thomas. The field judge is Bill Lawrence, and the side judge is Delvin Harris. Captains for the University Trojans include number 1, London Smith, number 9, Jeremiah Green, number 10, Ronald Derrick, and number 15, Justin Neal. Captains for the Gray Wolves include number 6, Thomas Walsh, number 77,
Shoemaker
Troy Pless.
has won the toss and will defer.
So Shoemaker will get the choice in the second half.
First half kick.
Trojans want the football to start the game. Again, this is the first year for Charles Foster as the head coach of the University Trojans. K. Ron Johnson was hired by Baylor University as one of their defensive analysts and also their liaison between high schools around the state of Texas as well as the nation. So best of luck to former Trojan head coach K. Ron Johnson in his new pursuits with Baylor University. Best season ever for the University Trojans was back in 1996 when they were 12-2 under Leroy Coleman. He spent 27 years at the helms of the Trojans, and I believe that particular season included a fellow by the name of LaDainian Tomlinson. That this game is basically the LT Classic.
Looks like London Smith, along with Carlos Perez, will go deep for University. Waiting the kick from Shoemaker here to start the ball game.
These teams met last year over in Killeen. Shoemaker came away with a 36-29 win, so the University Trojans hoping to return the favor and win on their home turf. Teeing up the football for the Gray Wolves is number 30, Joshua Navarez-Torres. We are underway. Going to come to Perez at the 15 and bring it to the right. Unable to pick up a block, though, quickly down there to make the tackle.
So Corey Gilbert, number 31 for Shoemaker.
So the University Trojans will start at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Trojan offense is led by their quarterback, Savoy Nichols. He'll have Darius Thomas in the backfield with him. The wideouts, Carlos Perez, Jamari Thomas, London Smith, and Robert Stevens. We'll get to that offensive line after the first play. Put 3 receivers to the right now. Play clock is down to 10 as he gets the handoff to Thomas, and Thomas is stacked up once he gets to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play.
Not a lot there on that particular play. Aiden Tuana, number 15, who's going off after his helmet popped off, was one of the defenders there on that first play.
So no gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 10. Good look at number 11, Savoy Nichols. That offensive line, the center is Armando Rodriguez. The guards, Dominic Carrillo and Ricardo Gonzalez. The tackles, Isaac Rosales and Ro Enriquez Jr. 2nd down and 10. Handoff going around the left side. A cut up field gets it across the 25. Out to about the 27-yard line. The gain for Thomas on that one.
Nice piece of running that time. Jalen Payton, number 26, finally corralling.
It's just to pick up a 3. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for University. Normally a passing down, so they're going to send 4 receivers to the left of the formation. I'm thinking a wide receiver screen here to number 1. Empty backfield. They do send a man in motion. Nichols throws to the sideline to that motion man, but it's going to be short of the 1st down, and I don't even think he was in bounds when he made the catch. A nice effort, though, by Carlos Perez.
James Evans, number 22, defending on the play. That was a really long pass across the field to try to get that 1st down. Going deep for Killeen will be number 9, Jamal Polite Jr. He is their best receiver.
And London Smith's going to be doing the punting.
Okay, London Smith tonight.
A late add to the punt team. Carlos Williams on the line. Good snap back. Low lining kick. Going to be taken at the 44-yard line. And a fairly nice return, but a flag is thrown. Nice job by Polite to get up and catch that ball on the run, but that may come back some with the look of that flag.
I believe Justin Neal was in on the tackle, number 15.
Holding.
Number 8 of the return team, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Shoemaker.
So that should put it at about the 40-yard line for the Shoemaker Gray Wolves' first possession of the game. Up front for the Gray Wolves, they have the center, Leandro Ruiz. The guards are Adrian Hudson and Cameron Sparkman. The tackles, Caden Davis and Troy Deese. They are blocking for their quarterback, number 10, Damani Del Addison. And the running back scheduled is number 6, Willie Thomas. But they have a full house backfield with 2 wide receivers to the right. They send a man in motion. That's Brandon Brown. But they hand it off to the left side and maybe gets about 5 yards out of the play.
Ronald Derrick was one of many in on the tackle for University.
That was Thomas with the carry. Picks up 5, maybe 6 yards. Let's give him 6, brings up second down and 4 at the 46. Handoff goes around the right side this year. A nice job by the University defense for a 1-yard loss as they take down Brandon Brown on that one.
Yeah, that's senior linebacker Joaquin Martinez, 3-year starter for University. Really dynamic player.
So it brings up a third down. That'll actually have him lose 2 on the play back to the 44. Bring up a third down and 6. Both teams kind of timid to start the game here. 3 receivers to the left side. The lone receiver to the far side is Tano Wooten, a 6'1 sophomore. Fake the handoff, quarterback keeper tries to turn it upfield and will get first down yardage as he gets into the University end of the field at the 49-yard line.
Brought down by Rashad Smith, number 24. Checking back into the ball game is Kylan Estelle, who had to go out, I believe, because his helmet came off on that second down play.
A 7-yard pickup for the quarterback. Gives them a first down. First down of the game for either team from the University 49-yard line. 8 minutes and 40 seconds counting in the first quarter. Each team's had the ball once so far. Empty backfield now with 3 receivers to the right, but they throw back to the left. Wide open is Senil Fielder, and he is just hammered when he gets up to the 40-yard line. And ball is going to stay in possession of the Gray Wolves. Look at this replay here.
I believe it's Darrell Stewart, number 14.
Football come loose, but somehow the Gray Wolves able to get back on top of it. Pickup of 8 on the play, going to bring up second down and 2 at the University 41. On the cross buck in the backfield, slipping and falling is the running back Josiah Walker. He's going to maybe lose a half yard on the play.
Playing surface with their friend on that particular play defensively. Up front for University tonight in the line, we've got Leroy Thomas, number 55, Chris Dowdy, number 99, Micah Soros, number 25, and Ronald Derrick, number 10 at the defensive end spot. And the linebackers got Joaquin Martinez and Kylan Estelle.
Third down, call it 3. Second third down opportunity for the Gray Wolves in this possession. Rolling to his right to throw, and it completes it downfield, but there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage. Catching the football is Brandon Brown, the senior wideout, but let's see if it'll stand. It's going to be against Shoemaker, so you got to believe the Trojans are going to make this one come back.
Holding. number 51 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. It is third down.
Cameron Sparkman called for the holding. Going to bring it up a third down and 12 now. Back in Killeen territory at the 48-yard line.
We've got Rashad Smith checked back into the ballgame, number 24 for the University, in one of the linebacker positions.
Wideouts are Tano Wooten, Azari Longmire, all to the right of the formation. Single wide out to the near side. Up in the pocket, has room to run, but he throws and completes it all the way down to the 35-yard line. Completes that down to Brandon Brown for the first down.
Depending on the play with Jeremiah Green, University brought at least 2 linebackers, and they were unable to get to him before he let loose with that pass for a completion and a first down.
Yeah, let me correct myself. That was Wooten with the catch. Second third down conversion for the Gray Wolves, and they're in University territory at the 35-yard line. Quickly, they go back to the running game, handed off to Brandon Brown, and he finds maybe a yard to the 34.
Well, that was Joaquin Martinez again who made the initial stop.
A 13-yard pickup on that pass play a moment ago. Brings up a second down and 9 at the University 34. This possession started with 10:32 left to go in the first quarter, and the clock now under 6 minutes.
Right, they like to run the ball, like I said, 3 out of 4 times.
Leaves a second down and 9 here with a full house backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fake the handoff, quarterback keep up the middle, and he is hammered once he gets up to about the 33-yard line. Just a gain on the play for the quarterback.
Right, Rashid Smith, number 24, and on the tackle, assisted by Laquan Hughes.
Quarterback Damani Dal Addison, a 6'1", 165-pound junior. Came into the game completing just 31 of 43 passes for 619 yards. 5 of those for TDs. He's carried the ball 12 times for 22 yards. It looks like Toby Foreman wants a timeout to discuss this situation.
Timeout.
Well, in watching their field goal kickers in pregame, Lark, I don't anticipate them probably trying any field goal over 30 yards at the most. So they're in 2-down territory here. They're not going to punt the ball from the 33, even if they get a 4th down, 4th and 8.
And we mentioned in our pregame that this game is the LT Classic, honoring LaDainian Tomlinson. Another famous alumni of the University Trojans is Walter Abercrombie, of course. The most famous alumni for the Shoemaker Gray Wolves I could find is former Baylor wideout Monterey Baldwin, who was a free agent signee of the Miami Dolphins this past draft season, but he's already been released. You can see we got 4:52 left to go in the first quarter. This is just the first possession of the game for the Gray Wolves. University was 3 and out with their possession. Defense is bent but not broken for University so far, but this is the third down that they faced in this drive. Looking up the middle. Now it's flush from the pocket, throws on the run, has a man wide open inside the 20 down to about the 15-yard line. A nice pitch and catch there. As coming up with the catch is Jihad McCoy.
Darryl Stewart, number 14, and on the tackle for University.
They're going to mark it at the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 18 yards on the play and another first down. Trojans are going to have to find a way to get a stop on 3rd down. That's 3 third-down conversions in this drive for the Shoemaker Gray Wolves.
Well, they switched from a 4-3 front to a 3-down lineman.
Handed off to the H-back on a semi-reverse. He gets it inside the 10. Looks like there's a fumble on the play. And we're waiting to see the signal as to who came up with the football. Looks like it's still going to remain in the possession of the Gray Wolves on the replay. The fumble does occur, but it looked like it was Tano Wooten, the wide receiver, who got on top of it to keep the drive alive for Colleen Shoemaker.
Z.D. White, number 59, is checked in, the defensive line for University here.
Plus 8 yards on that play by Brandon Brown. He's up a 2nd down and 2. Quarterback keeps it this time, trying to get around the left corner, and he heads for the end zone. He's going to be stopped when he gets to the 2-yard line with a clothesline grab.
LaQuan Hughes with the sure tackle there.
Picked up 5, but also picked up the 4th first down in this drive and brings up 1st and goal at the 2. Now the quarterback is going to have to leave the game because he lost a helmet. Either that or they're going to have to call a timeout.
Kristen Dowdy is coming in the line along with Isaac Rosales for University.
Taking over at quarterback is Rashad Hicks, a sophomore, number 5, from under center. And the jumbo package, they handed off, and around the left side goes Joshua Walker for the touchdown. "12 plays to go 60 yards. Took their sweet time doing it. 7 minutes and 22 seconds.
They're going to go for 2, Lark.
Once again, it will be Hicks as the quarterback. They're going to run basically the same play, and we'll get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Jeremiah Green had a hold of him, but he was not able to stop his forward momentum before he got in for that 2-point conversion.
So 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Each team has had the ball on offense once, and the Gray Wolves were able to cash in on their possession to take an 8-0 lead. Again, a 12-play drive that went 60 yards in 7 minutes and 22 seconds. They took up over half of the first quarter with that drive.
And they were fighting 2 penalties also. One on the punt, I believe, and then the one during their possession as they were going down the field.
Yeah, there was a holding penalty after the second first down.
Carlos Perez, number 13, will be on the far side for University, and here on the near side will be London Smith, number 1, as they wait to receive kickoff from Torres, Shoemaker.
You got to believe that Shoemaker has been schooled to keep the ball away from number 1. Thinking again,
that would be a good thought to have.
but then again, kicking it off to Carlos Perez is no consolation prize, really. Here's the approach. It's going to be a squibber that takes a big hop at the 25-yard line, and up man takes it and gets it up to about the 32-yard line.
Once again, number 31, Josiah Watson. I'm sorry. Sasori Gilbert. Shoemaker on the tackle, number 31.
Well, the Trojans with their second possession of the night. See if they can get their first down of the evening. They'll put 3 receivers to the right. Perez, London Smith. Part of that trio. Fake the handoff across the middle. It goes to London Smith, and he'll have the first down out near midfield.
Nice little pass right over the middle, about 10 yards. It's wide open. Brendan Logan, number 11, in on the tackle for Shoemaker.
17-yard pickup. First down of the day for the Trojans. From the 49, London Smith is the receiver in the middle of the three to the left of the formation. Nichols sends him in motion a little further out. Fakes the handoff, now throws it to London on a wide receiver screen, and he gets loose. Has the first down as he goes out of bounds at the 40 in enemy territory.
Really elite move there by London Smith, and that's the reason he's considered a four-star athlete going to Baylor University next year.
Picked up 11 yards on the play. Second first down of the drive. Yeah, if you're somebody on the defense for the Grey Wolves, you got to know where number one is at all times. Nichols fakes the handoff. No one to throw to, now just throws it away. I think that was intended for Toby Foreman on the other side. Pretty heady move, though, by Savoy Nichols to avoid the sack.
Absolutely. Just throw it away and live for another play. Carlos Perez is coming in at wide receiver here.
They'll have two receivers to each side. London Smith on the slot to the right of the formation. You do have a H-back. London goes in motion to put him to the left side. Fake the throw, and Nichols will duck and run with it and only get a yard up to about the 39-yard line.
Javon Sanders, a 6', 310-pounder on the tackle.
Ouch. That could hurt. So it brings up, yeah, go ahead.
I said he's not the largest player on the team.
Brings up a 3rd down and 9. First 3rd down situation for the Trojans in this particular possession. They need to get to the 30-yard line, probably in 4-down territory. They throw in the flat, and it's incomplete. Trying to get that one out to Justin Neal, the H-back. He didn't really have any room to run if he caught the football, so we'll see what the Trojans do here. They will. It does appear they're going to go for it. Again, they got to get to the 30-yard line. They got an offside. The free play, they throw it deep, nobody home, but it doesn't matter. They're going to get 5 yards out of it. It'll be 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 10.
That makes it a little bit easier to possibly convert this particular play now.
5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
Carlos Williams, number 87, checking in at one of the receiver positions for the university here.
4th and 5 now from the 35 in Shoemaker territory. Nichols wants to go back to the sideline and find out if they want to change the play. The offensive coordinator, Holden Seward, sends in the play. Fake the handoff, throw across the middle of London Smith, and he has the first down to the 26-yard line.
DeMarion Allen in on the tackle. Nice little just 8-yard button hook. Well executed play for the first down.
They needed 5, they picked up 9. Keep the drive alive. 3rd first down in the drive that started back at their own 32-yard line. Minute 10 left to go in the first quarter. Smith goes in motion from right to left. Handoff coming around the right side is Thomas, and he gets spilled when he gets up to the 15-yard line.
James Evans tripping him up.
With a pickup of 11 on the play and another first down.
Caden Logan checking in on the defensive line for Shoemaker, along with number 45, Stephen Moore.
In the red zone for the first time tonight. H back to the left of the formation. That's Justin Neal. They send Perez in motion to flood the left side, but they hand it off to Thomas, and Thomas bowls his way forward and gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
One tough running back there. Knocked 2 guys right flat on their back, Lark.
Very determined run by Darius Thomas. Here you see the replays. He just runs over 1-2 men and carries a man into the end zone for the score.
Micah Hatton in to attempt the extra point for University. Carlos Perez will be holding.
Kick is on its way and good. 21 seconds left to go in our first quarter, and our new score is Shoemaker 8 and University 7.
68 yards on that drive.
Did it in 7 plays, and most of it on passes to London Smith.
Right, and that one offsides penalty by Colleen, instead of it being 4th and 10, made it 4th and 5, and then London Smith caught that 8-yard button hook and made that drive continue on.
Kept the ball for 2 minutes and 39 seconds to go. Those 68 yards in 7 plays. Got a little help with a offside penalty than when they were facing a 3rd and 9, and helped keep that drive alive.
Micah Hatton will be kicking off for University, going deep for Shoemaker. Be number 9, Jamel Polite. And on the near side, it's hard to read his number. I think it's number 3. I think it's Brandon Brown, the track star running back.
Kind of a pooch kick to the near side at the 22-yard line, taken there by Felder. And he's going to be brought down when he gets up to about the 23, maybe the 24.
Yeah, that was Devontae Kirkland chasing him down.
So this is going to be the worst field position for the Gray Wolves as they get the ball for the second time in the game. Starting at, we'll call it the 24-yard line in their end of the field. Damani Dell Addison back in at quarterback after missing a couple of plays for losing his helmet. Sends Brown in motion and hands it to him going around the right side. And
that's Devontae Kirkland along with Joaquin Martinez putting the clamps on him.
no gain whatsoever for Brandon Brown Jr., a 5'10", 160-pound freshman. And that's going to be the end of our first quarter of play. Our score after 12 minutes is Shoemaker 8 and University 7. Next up for the Trojans, they have one more non-district game left on the schedule, and once again, that's on the road. They have to go to Lampasas. Meanwhile, the Shoemaker Gray Wolves will start district play in 6A next week when they visit the Temple Wildcats. An unusual schedule for the Trojans this year, with 4 of their first 5 games all on the road.
In the secondary for University tonight, we've got Zam Jackson, MJ Michael Davis, Juan Hughes, Jeremiah Green, Darrell Stewart. He is playing quite a few defensive backs tonight.
Well, from the 24-yard line, second down and 10 for Shoemaker. And I'm not sure what the problem is here. Maybe Rodney Sims will tell us. Looked like they were ready to start the quarter, but now both teams have gone back to their sidelines. If there was a timeout called, we don't know who called it.
Shoemaker still shows 2 on the board, and they took 1 in the first quarter. So.
Right. We don't have a TV timeout, do we? I don't see a red hat anywhere. the only other thing I can think of as to why they did not get going here. But maybe now we can get things going. That's some big bodies up front, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. They're real big offensively.
Hand off and a little bit of a hole on the right side. Gets closed up very quickly. He keeps churning those feet, getting extra yards. That's Willie Thomas on the carry.
Injury timeout on the field.
Have a Trojan down.
Quan Hughes finally with the tackle. Killeen will run out 3 different running backs. They have a staple that they use.
I'm going to say that Thomas got 9 yards on the play out to the 33-yard line. Good second effort on his part there. So far, the Trojans' defense has bent and gave Shoemaker a lot of trouble trying to get into the end zone.
It's going to be Christian Dowdy coming off the field. He's walking out on his own, so that's good.
Yeah, good to always see that. They're going to need somebody else on that defensive front for a few plays here until they figure it out. Again, just the second possession of the night for the Gray Wolves. It's weird. In the first minute of the second half. Fake the handoff. Oh, excuse me, they did hand the ball off to Thomas, and Thomas is wrapped up and thrown for a loss of 3 yards.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Joaquin Martinez along with Kylan Estelle on that tackle.
Well, looks like it's going to be a punting situation. Ball back at the 30-yard line.
Looks like number 12 will be punting. Caden Logan. Trying to capture the number of the university guy that's gone back. It'll be number 9, okay.
Yeah, that's Jeremiah Green.
Yep, Jeremiah Green.
Good high punt. Going to hit the turf and roll. Green's going to stay out of the way with it, and it takes a clean roll all the way down to the 21-yard line.
It's going to be 49 yards on the punt.
So with 10 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the first half, University has the opportunity to take their first lead of the night, but they are 79 yards away from doing so. Good look at the Trojans offensive huddle there as they get ready to take the field. 8-7 our score with 10:34 left to go in our first half. Savoy Nichols, the quarterback. Sends Justin Neal in motion. Drops back to pass, now rolls right and throws long. Has a man open, but it's just a little bit underthrown and just out of the reach of a potential interceptor in James Evans.
If he had been looking, he had his receiver here on the near side, went right by the defensive backs. He was 15 yards in front. It would have been a touchdown. Easier said than done, though, because he was rolling out to the right side.
5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Apparently there was a flag of maybe it was a illegal formation. That's going to move it back to the 16-yard line where it's still first down. The 1st and 15 from the 16. I'm not sure that I would take that penalty. Quick slant over the middle, complete at the 21-yard line, and some good drive.
Wow.
To stay on his feet and get extra yardage after the catch. That's a fantastic effort from Justin Neal.
Yeah, Jalen Payton in on the tackle. Yeah, Justin, drug him for another 6 yards after the catch.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup thanks to the second effort. He's up 2nd down and 4. Actually, that's an 11-yard pickup, wasn't it? Nichols now throws to his wide out coming off from the other side. That's Jamari Thomas. Thomas is bumped out of bounds when he gets to the 30.
William Thomas, number 27, along with number 8, Demarion Allen. On the tackle.
Picked up 3 on the play, brings up 3rd down and 1. Nichols looks once again to the sideline, and Holden Seward, the offensive coordinator, for a possible change of play. Play clock down to 5 seconds. London Smith goes in motion. They hand it off to Thomas. Thomas is not going to, well, maybe second effort got him the 1st down, but that's not what the head linesman is marking. They're marking for no gain at the 30. So a little decision time here. Let's see what kind of riverboat gambler head coach Charles Foster might be. Letting the clock tick down, they may be deciding to go to the line of scrimmage and see if they can draw Shoemaker offside and then call the timeout. Well, they go for it. Leaning forward and got the 1st down. Great second effort by Darius Thomas to keep the drive going.
Demarion Allen, number 8, with the tackle. Gutsy call. They had 9 guys within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage.
2-yard pickup is all it took to pick up the 1st down at the 32. So Charles Foster maybe a little bit of a riverboat gambler, going for it on 4th and 1 deep in his own territory. Got 3 receivers to the left side. The lone receiver to the far side is Perez. They'll throw across the middle to London Smith, and he's got enough yardage for another 1st down out to the 42-yard line.
Tripped up by the shoestring tackle of number 8, Demarion Allen.
London Smith right now has made 4 catches for 46 yards. Carlos Williams, a freshman, checks into the offensive huddle. Or is that 27? That may be Elijah Martinez, who's in the H-back position. And now timeout called by University. Apparently the Trojan Brain Trust saw something they didn't like about the defense for the play that was called, and they called a timeout with 7:33 left to go in our first half. Shoemaker with a 1-point lead at 8-7.
This is just University's 3rd possession of the game. Shoemaker's only had it twice. Really slow, methodical drives. Fairly conservative play calling on both sides, but they're moving the football down the field.
Kind of what you would expect from a non-district game, as both teams are trying to tune things up for district play. University plays in 5A Division II with Brian Rutter, Belton, Waco High, Brenham, and Ellison. Shoemaker plays in 6A with Temple, Midway, Killeen, Bryan, Coppers Cove, and Harker Heights. I think they have a little tougher road.
Yeah, they've got 3 teams in that district that are undefeated still.
1st and 10 from the 42. Neal goes in motion. Nichols throws off his back foot and throws it away. Apparently he felt too much pressure and tried to get it out to Perez, but a little too tall for Perez.
Tyler Armstrong and Aiden Tuana were putting a lot of pressure on Nichols on that particular play.
Quarterback Savoy Nichols, just a junior, 6'4", 182. Second year to start for the University Trojans. They'll have two receivers on the near side, Thomas and Smith. Send the lone receiver from the opposite side, Perez, in motion. And toss it to Perez in the flat on a wide receiver screen. He gets across the 50 down into Shoemaker territory to the 48.
Brendan Logan in on the tackle. Nice block by London Smith.
Well, let's see if they're going to mark this and measure it or give them the first down. It's going to be close.
Legal shift. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
It's going to come back.
It is second down.
Got a feeling that the motion man, Perez, headed toward the line of scrimmage before the snap, and I think that's why
he did
drew the
look
flag.
like he was leaning a little forward.
Second down and 15. Back of the 37-yard line. Nichols again will check the sideline. Moves Thomas to his left-hand side. Is back to pass and throws deep. Has London Smith going down the sideline and just a little too far. He was open.
Put that ball about 60 yards in the air.
Mm-hmm. Maybe about 2 yards too many. Tried to hit the home run and got a foul ball. But now it's 3rd and 16. Don't have to get it all here, but you need to get a bunch of it. Nichols throws in the flat. Good catch made out there. And up near the 50-yard line with it is Darius Thomas, who came out of the backfield to make that catch.
Demarion Allen again in on the tackle, number 8. He is making a lot of tackles for Shoemaker tonight.
That was a 13-yard pickup on the play, brings up a 4th and 3 at the 49. Second 4th down in this drive for the Trojans. Nichols with the quick slant, has his man at the 45-yard line. That was Justin Neal that he got the pass to and gets the first down. Second 4th down conversion in the drive.
Brendan Logan with an immediate tackle. Good job by Justin Neal holding on to that football.
Pick up a 6 on the play to Justin Neal. Thomas over the right side. Carries a couple of Gray Wolves with him down to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 2.
Stephon Moore with the tackle.
When the Trojans move the football, they move it through the air. Seems like they run a running play just to keep the defense honest. Perez in motion. Nichols with the pump fake. Throws it to the flat. That is complete to Montrell Phoenix, a sophomore. First time I believe he's been targeted tonight. Gets it down to the 37-yard line where it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Carlos Williams is checked in, number 87, probably at one of the H-back positions.
Now we have a flag thrown from the near side.
Prior to the snap, false start. Number 23 of the offense, 5-yard penalty. It is 3rd down.
Montrell Phoenix trying to get a head start apparently. Backs him up 5.
That's the 3rd penalty in this possession so far.
Takes it back to the 42-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Nichols has time, throws it in the flat. Upended is Thomas, but he gets it down to the 36-yard line. Still going to be shy of the first down.
Di Allen with a nice one-on-one open field tackle for Shoemaker.
Let's call it a pickup of 5 on the play. Brings up 4th down and 1. Third, 4th down opportunity for University in this drive. They went for it at the 30. They went for it at the Killeen 49. Now at the Killeen 36.
They brought in Ronald Derrick's going to be on the left side, helping to block. He's a 255-pounder.
We got flags going long down the far side to London Smith. The pass is knocked away as he's double teamed over there. Now let's see the meaning of the flag.
We have a timeout.
Shoemaker called a timeout before any of that got going. So they smelled something wrong and decided to take their second timeout of the first half. Just give you some first half numbers so far. University has run 23 plays for 122 yards. Shoemaker 15 plays for 78 yards. Again, our score is Shoemaker 8 and University 7. And it's been a very methodical offense for both teams. Shoemaker scored their touchdown, their first possession of the game, as they went 60 yards in 12 plays and ate up 7 minutes and 22 seconds of the first quarter clock and got the 2-point conversion. University on their second possession, they went 68 yards in 7 plays. Only took 2:32 off the clock, but in this particular possession, they started it with 10 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the first half, and they've basically had it for 6 minutes here in the second quarter. So both teams getting a good look at what their offense can do in this non-district tune-up. A look at the offensive huddle with Savoy Nichols, their quarterback, standing pretty much head and shoulders above the rest. Stands in at 6'4" and 185 pounds. They'll send Jamari Thomas far to the right side. London Smith will be in a stack formation to the near side. Empty backfield. 4th down. Nichols will heave it down the far sideline, trying to get that to, and it is complete to Jamari Thomas for the touchdown. For the first down.
Really good catch by Jamari Thomas there. Had to go up one-on-one. Defender right there on him.
They mark it at the 6-yard line. So 30-yard pass, pitch and catch that gets them to the lip of the cup, looking to take the lead. 1st and goal from the 6. Hand off to Thomas in the backfield. He'll spin his way up to about the 4-yard line.
Slowed up by Brendan Logan, number 11.
Give him a gain of 2 to the 4. This is the 15th play of the drive. It started back at the 21. London Smith in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Throw into the end zone. The ball is tipped away. That was headed for Neal, but it was almost intercepted.
Yeah, William Thomas nearly picked that ball up, number 27.
Little misdirection play, trying to come back to the backside, but the defense was staying home. So 3rd and goal from the 4. Jamari Corey Thomas will go wide to the right side. I got a feeling the Trojans are about to use their timeout here. Sure enough, timeout called by the head coach with 3 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Timeout. University, their second of the half.
So both teams down to one timeout. Apparently that timeout that was called that we didn't know how it got called was called by University. But just an outstanding offensive possession here for University. They've run 15 plays, have converted on fourth down 3 times, and have held on to the football for almost 7 minutes of the second quarter. Both defenses so far in this game have done their job of bending but not breaking, making the offenses earn every yard, as each team has had extremely long drives. Well, 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Let's see what Holden Seward, the offensive coordinator, and head coach Charles Foster have come up with out of the timeout. Nichols rolls right, looking to pass, throws, and it's incomplete, but I think we're going to have an interference call in the end zone.
James Evans' hand was all over the receiver's shoulder there. You could see it. He set him up first and goal.
Pass interference. Defense. By rule, the ball will be spotted at the 2-yard line. First down, University.
First and goal at the 2. That's the 5th first down in this drive, but again, started back at the 21 in University territory. Hand off to Thomas. He is brought down once he gets back to the 2-yard line and manhandled all the way back to about the 10.
Avion Lucas, number 35, was right there in the hole and stopped him in his tracks.
They're going to give him a loss of 1 to the 3, where it's second down. Now a timeout called by Shoemaker as they
Timeout. Shoemaker.
had a late add to their defense.
Charge timeout of the half.
They've used all their timeouts with 3:14 left to go in the half. They've got a 1-point lead thanks to their 2-point conversion after they took their initial possession of the night into the end zone at the end of 12 plays. That's how they have the 1-point lead at 8-7 here. Trojans trying to get on the board with the lead. Maybe they can hold it into the intermission.
Well, they should have this defense worn out ever so slightly based on the time of possession on this really long drive by University. Yeah, they thought they had 12 men on the field. That's why he called timeout when he rushed that last guy on the field. Someone was miscounting.
Well, you know, when your opponent's at the 3-yard line, that's only about 1.5 yards
Right.
of penalty.
University can call anything from the 3-yard line. They can run it, pass it, roll it out. They got lots of options.
Well, you and I know the best option is getting the ball in the hands of number 1. And he'll be in the slot on the right side. That's London Smith. Right now it looks like he's man-to-man with his defender. They'll send him in motion, and they'll hand it off to Thomas. Thomas leaps a man and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Outstanding job by Darius Thomas. Is he on the track team running hurdles?
He needs to be. Micah Hatton into it. Tipped the extra point. Carlos Perez, number 13, will be holding.
Kick is good. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in our first half, and University has their first lead of the game at 14-8, thanks to this outstanding play by Darius Thomas to leap into the end zone. Trojans go 79 yards in 18 plays and took 7 minutes and 24 seconds to grab the lead. Partner, I don't know about you, but I think that's the longest sustained drive you and I have ever seen the University Trojans pull off.
Absolutely. Last year they were more of a quick strike team. Micah Hatton will be kicking off for University High and going deep for Shoemaker. Be number 9, Jamal Polite on the near side. And on the far side, it'll be number 3, Brandon Brown.
Kind of a squib kick to the up man at the 25-yard line. That's Tano Wooten with the football, and he's going to be gang tackled. And they're going to say his forward progress is the 24.
Jeremiah Green with the initial stop.
So the U-Dog defense needs to dig in here and get a second stop.
This will be the second time that Shoemaker has started from their own 24-yard line out of 3 possessions.
And last time they were 3 downs and punt. Ella Addison hands off to Willie Thomas and a cross buck in the backfield, and Thomas is going to be dropped for a loss of a yard.
Michael Sorrells, one of the tacklers for the University on that play.
Second down and 11. Clock rolling, under 2:40 to go in the half. We get set with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Empty backfield. Throw underneath. Complete to Tano Wooten. Wooten will have the first down as he carries Trojans across the 35 up to the 38-yard line. There's a gain of about 15 on that one.
Yeah, Devontae Kirkland was one of the tacklers on that particular play.
Wooten.
2-minute timeout.
We have
Please
the
set the game clock.
2-minute
to 2 minutes.
timeout here.
Thank you.
Had him in there, probably. The Grey Wolves have not passed the ball, but been successful when they have. They're 4 of 4 passing for 55 yards. But thanks to that long drive by University, the Grey Wolves have only run 17 plays. Now 12 of those were in their scoring drive. They haven't amassed 100 yards in the game yet. University, meanwhile, 156 yards on 28 snaps.
You know, coming into this game, Shoemaker was averaging over 500 yards per ball game. Now, it's hard to do that when the other team keeps the ball for 18 plays.
Absolutely. Yeah. When you play keep away.
That's one way to negate that offense.
Absolutely. So after the 2-minute timeout, it is 1st and 10 for the Grey Wolves at their own 38-yard line. Straight drop back, throwing the left flat is complete to Azari Longmire Knight. Up to the 47-yard line, a pickup of 9 on the play.
Michael Smith and Jeremiah Green defending on that pass play.
Second down and 1 as the Grey Wolves go to the hurry up. Handed off in the backfield, breaking around the right side, got plenty of running room for Willie Thomas as he gets it into University territory all the way down to the 29.
Holding on for dear life was Laquan Hughes by the ankles, and then Kylan Estelle helped bring him down.
That's a 24-yard pickup for Willie Thomas. And another first down. Rolling left. Has a target over the middle, but throws to the sideline and incomplete. Out of the reach of his intended target, Jamal Polite.
Darrell Stewart, number 14, defensive cornerback, defending on the play.
Ball was at the 34-yard line. 13-yard pickup while ago instead of 24, wasn't it, on the pass or on the run by Thomas. 2nd and 10. Straight drop back across the middle. A little behind the intended receiver, but a nice catch made there by Tano Wooten to pick up the first down.
Jeremiah Green defending on that pass play.
Down to the University 19. Pick up a 15 on the play. 3rd first down in the drive. Looking left. Throws left at the sideline, complete and bumped out of bounds. Catch on the far side by Jamal Polite.
Darrell Stewart defending on the play.
They're going to mark it at the 10. Pickup of 9. 2nd down and 1. Clock stopped with 40 seconds left in the half. Gray Wolves trying to recapture the lead before intermission, trailing 14-8. Trojans need a turnover here. Handoff goes to Thomas in the backfield, breaks it around the left side and powers his way across the 5-yard line down to the 3.
Willie Thomas is a really quick running back. You can just see the speed there.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line after that 7-yard pickup by Thomas, and University's going to call their final timeout with 26 seconds left to go in the half as their defense tries to stiffen up here and hold the Shoemaker Gray Wolves to at least a field goal attempt as opposed to a touchdown.
I'm going to be honest with you, I would be shocked if they try a field goal attempt. Their field goal kicker wasn't very good.
Wasn't very good in warm-ups, what you saw.
It wasn't.
Maybe that's the reason why they went for 2 when they got their touchdown earlier.
I think if they score touchdowns, we're going to see the 2-point play the whole night. And with no timeouts left, they sure can't afford to get caught behind the line of scrimmage on a run or even on a pass. You know, quarterback gets knocked down.
1st and goal from the 3 for Colleen Shoemaker. Send a man in motion. Throw across the middle at the back of the end zone. It's incomplete, a little too tall for the intended target. Trying to get that one to Jihad McCoy.
Laquan Hughes defending on the play. You get down there in the end zone and it's some really tight windows.
Second down and goal. Quarterback Dal Addison went to the sideline to get the play and brings it back to the huddle. Breaks the huddle with 12 seconds left on the play clock. Looks across the end zone, has a man wide open. Gets that to Polite for the touchdown. There's 17 seconds left to go in the half.
Yep, well executed play there. Okay, attempting the extra point. They're going to give it a shot here. It's going to be number 30. Torres with the extra point attempt.
Line drive is no good. 17 seconds left to go in our first half, and we're all tied up. Shoemaker 14 and University 14.
You saw on that extra point, he didn't even get above the crossbar, and that is what it looked like in warm-ups. I was shocked that they were going for the extra point as opposed to going for 2.
Well, it was a well-executed 2-minute drill, though, by the Shoemaker offense as they moved 76 yards in 10 plays and took 2:53 off of the second quarter clock, getting their second touchdown of the night on that 3-yard pass to Polite to even us up at 14 apiece at the, well, it's almost the end of the first half. Trojans have one more chance.
Carlos Perez, number 13, on the far side, and then Jamari Thomas, number 3, on the near side, will be sitting down on about their 10-yard line to receive this kickoff from Shoemaker as Torres will be kicking.
Well, they moved London Smith to one of the up men at the 25-yard line, along with Alex Forsey. He returned a kickoff earlier this year, Forsey. Going to be a roller that's going to come to Forsey. He'll look for some blocks, and no, he went down on a knee when he picked up the football, according to our officiating staff. So the 22-yard line is where University has the football. And let's see if the head coach, Charles Foster, decides to just take a knee and go to the house.
Shoemaker's going to gain possession, the first possession in the second half.
Yeah, they did win the toss and elect to defer. The Trojans do anything, they'll see if they can't hit a long pass to London Smith, who's in the slot on the far side. But the handoff goes to Thomas. Thomas gets a yard up to the 22-yard line, and with no timeouts left for either team, that's going to be the final play of our first half.
That is the end of the first half.
So after the first 24 minutes, we have not decided a thing because each team has scored twice, and they head to the locker room tied up at 14 apiece. Stay tuned. Our halftime activities coming up in a moment.
The Waco ISD Athletic Department is proud to introduce the members of the class of 2025 Hall of Fame. The first member is former University Trojan Candace Thomas. Candace Thomas, a 26 graduate of Waco University High School, was a 4-year starter for the Lady Trojans. She finished her high school career 3 times first team All-District, All-Region team, 2 times district champs, and 3 playoff appearances. She attended Prairie View A&M University as a freshman in 2006. She led the team to the program's first SWAC championship and NCAA tournament appearance and was named the SWAC tournament MVP. Thomas led the team to regular season conference championships in 2007, 2008, and 2009. Tournament championships in 2007 and 2009, another NCAA appearance in 2009, and an NIT appearance in 2008. She was a 3-time SWAC first-team All-Conference and earning Player of the Year honors her sophomore season. She is the second all-time leading scorer in program history, and in November of 2024, her 2016 was inducted to the Prairie View Hall of Fame. Thomas became the McLennan Community College women's basketball head coach in 2023 after spending the previous 10 seasons as an assistant coach. In her first season, Thomas led the squad to a conference championship. Thomas was named the conference's Coach of the Year. In her second season, she led her team to another conference champion, a Region 5 tournament championship, was the first in 41 years, and was also the conference Coach of the Year. Let's hear it for Candace Thomas. The second member is Luis Gonzalez Jr.,
represented by his son, Luis Gonzalez III. Luis Gonzalez Jr. was a two-sport athlete in basketball and baseball for the Waco High Tigers from 1956 to 1958. Luis Jr. was a three-year starter in basketball as a guard. In 1958, he was selected to the second-team All-State, Super Syntax, All-District, and was also the team captain. In 1957, he was voted All-District for the Co-District champs. While playing baseball at Waco High, Luis Jr. was coached by the fellow Waco ISD Hall of Fame coach, Johnny Riolo. Luis Jr. was a three-year starter at shortstop for the 1956 state semifinalist team and district champs team in 1956 and 1957. After high school, he received a basketball scholarship to Kansas University Navarre College. He chose to attend Navarre College, where he was selected as a JUCO All-American in basketball. He went on to play baseball at Baylor University. After his college career, he served 4 years in the United States Air Force. He began his coaching career at San Antonio Memorial High School, where he was the head football and baseball coach. Upon returning to Waco, he served as a coach, counselor, and assistant principal at University High School. He also served as a principal at Lake Air Middle School, Robinson High School, and St. Louis Elementary. Let's hear it for Luis Gonzalez Jr. Our final inductee is Luis Slick Gonzalez Sr. He is represented by Vicky Tulos, Chris Gonzalez, and many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Luis Slick Gonzalez was a two-sport athlete for the Waco High Tigers during the 1936-1937 season. He played for the legendary Waco ISD Hall of Fame coach, Paul Tyson. Luis Sr. was a two-way starter, playing halfback and safety during the years of 1937-1938. The 1937 team went 9-1 and outscored their opponents by a combined score of 299-39. Paul Tyson at the time considered the 1936 team to be the greatest he ever coached, bar none. The 1936 team christened the opening of the Municipal Stadium by winning all 5 home games. Luis also holds the distinction of being the first Mexican to play football at Waco High School. Luis Sr. was a Letterman basketball player his senior season in 1937. After his playing career, Luis Sr. was also very prominent in the Waco community. He founded the Riverside Boys Club, providing a place for the Mexican youth to participate in activities outside of school. He was awarded 5 times the Keystone Awards for the Boys Clubs of America. The former main branch of the Boys Clubs was named the Luis Gonzalez branch in 1982. Luis Sr. has impacted thousands of youth through his work at the Boys Club, and as a result, he is recognized as one of the Waco Hispanic legacy at the South Waco Library. Plans are in the works to have the street named after him in the South Waco area. Let's hear it for Luis Slick Gonzalez, Sr. Fans, give a big hand to these Hall of Fame inductees, Candace Thomas, Luis Gonzalez Jr., and Luis Slick Gonzalez Sr. Congratulations, inductees.
Gentlemen, coming to you live are the beautiful, the talented, also classy UHS Highlighters. Highlighter of the week is Celine Gonzalez. Highlighter leadership includes captains Anaya Zavala and Malaya Davis. Today we will be featuring a Katy Perry hit entitled Firework with the Mighty Trojan Band. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the UHS Highlighters.
beautiful UHS highlighters are led by Jalicia Pyburn and Crystal Mendez. Please give it up one more time for our high-stepping UHS highlighters. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field our class of 2026 Mighty Trojan Band seniors. First up is euphonium player and section leader, Courtland Davis. She is escorted by her mother and her aunt. Next up is French horn player and section leader, Angel de la Cruz. He is escorted by his mother, Crystal, and sister, Jade. Next up is saxophone player and drum major, Leobardo Gama Cerrato. He is escorted by his mother, Monica Cerrato, father, Leobardo Gama, and brother, Mario Gama Cerrato. Next up is trombone player, Micah Hatton. He is escorted by his mother, Amanda, father, Archie the Fourth, brother, Archie the Fifth, and sister, Alexandria. Next up is euphonium player, Anaya Haynes. She is escorted by her mother and stepfather. Next, we have clarinet player, Estefany Lopez Romero. She is escorted by her mother, Imelda, father, Roberto, and sister, Imelda. Next up is saxophone player and drum major, Andrea Teresa de Pilar Monreal. She is escorted by her mother, Andrea Monreal, and father, Greg Monreal. Next up is flute player and uniform staff member, Ruth Perez Zamago. She is escorted by her mother and father. Next up is trumpet player and section leader, Gabriel Ramirez. He is escorted by mother, Maria Barco, father, Gabriel Ramirez, and brother, Cody Ramirez. Next up is percussionist, Olivia Sardaneta. She is escorted by Adrian Martinez and Brandon Dominguez. Next up is percussionist and clarinet player, Michael Spark. He is escorted by mother, Melanie Spark, father, Matthew Spark, and sister, Anna Spark. And last but not least is our percussionist and section leader, Maddox Wheeler. He is escorted by his mother, father, and brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our class of 2026 Mighty Trojan Band seniors.
Great stories deserve powerful visuals and crystal clear sound.
At Trojan Media Productions, we bring events to life with professional audio-visual production. From live events to digital content, we make sure your message shines loud, clear, and unforgettable. Trojan Media Productions, your vision perfectly produced.
Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities here at Waco ISD Stadium. About getting ready for third quarter action. We're all tied up at 14 apiece after the first two periods of play. And the statistics pretty much show just how even a contest it is. Trojans have had 10 first downs to 8 for Shoemaker. University has run 29 plays for 157 yards to 25 plays for Shoemaker for 151 yards. University has run the ball 12 times for 37 yards. Shoemaker 15 times for 60 yards. University 11 of 17 passings for 120 yards. Shoemaker 8 of 10 passing with 1 for a touchdown for 91 yards. Trojans have been penalized 3 times for 15 yards. Shoemaker 4 times for 27 yards. Time of possession pretty much equal, as University's had it for 11 minutes and 43 seconds. Shoemaker 12 minutes and 17 seconds. Leading rusher in the game right now is University's Darius Thomas with 37 yards on 11 carries. Willie Thomas for Shoemaker has carried the ball 6 times for 36 yards. Leading receiver and number of catches is London Smith, 4 for 46 yards. There has been 6 different Shoemaker Gray Wolves catch a pass, led by Jamal Polite, 3 for 25 yards and the touchdown. Here we go with the second half kickoff. It's going to be a pop-up to the 31-yard line, taken there by Felder. Felder tries to go to the other end of the field, giving ground. Now gets up the sideline and has a little bit of a wall and finally dumped out of bounds when he gets into University territory, somewhere around the 40-yard line.
Devontae Kirkland with that tackle.
He took it from one side of the field all the way to the other side of the field. University did their best to stay in their lanes, but he was able to get the sideline on the opposite side and get it into Trojan territory. They'll start at the University 40-yard line, their best field position to start any possession tonight. Again, their quarterback is DeMontre Dell Addison. His running back in the backfield is Willie Thomas. Fake the handoff, throws it down to the far sideline and has it complete on the far side. And getting into the end zone for the touchdown. I thought he maybe got pushed out of bounds. But on the first play of the third quarter, Gray Wolves able to get the ball out to Jamal Polite for his second touchdown of the night from 40 yards out.
He is their main threat, averaging, he himself averages 30 yards so far this year per catch.
So we're all of 18 minutes into the second half. And once again, the Gray Wolves have a lead. They will go for 2. Fake the handoff, quarterback keeper. Going to be dropped in the backfield, and the 2-point conversion is no good.
That's Joaquin Martinez, who was not fooled on that 2-point conversion.
So 11 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and the Shoemaker Gray Wolves have a 20-14 lead on the University Trojans. One play, 40 yards, 18 seconds. The exact opposite of what we had in the first half with all those sustained drives.
Right. So their last possession of the first half, first possession of the second half have been 2 scores in a very, very quick manner. It'll be up to University here to respond and get their own touchdown and keep this game even.
We'll see if they try to do it in fast action like the Gray Wolves did, or if they try to sustain another 18-play drive.
Carlos Perez on the far end on about his 10-yard line, and London Smith, number 1, will be here on the near side on the 10-yard line to receive this kick from Torres from Shoemaker.
Short kick, gonna get to London Smith at the 10-yard line. He's got a hole up the middle and he is gone unless the kicker can catch him. He'll be going the entire distance. It's London Smith. An 80-yard kickoff return to tie the game at 20.
Nothing like one of your fastest players on the whole team besides being a leading receiver, having that ball in just a wide open hole there.
Boy, once that hole was there, you knew he was gone.
Michael Hatton in to attempt the extra point and to take the lead here if he's successful.
Kick on its way, and it's through the pipes. 11:29 to go, third quarter, and the University Trojans have their second lead of the night, on top by a score of 21-20.
I don't believe I've ever seen the second half start, at least since I've been calling high school, where you had 2 touchdowns in the first 2 plays of the second
I
half.
agree. Here we see a replay of it. Actually, that was a 90-yard return as he picked it up at the 10-yard line. And right there, you knew he was gone when he got that block. Good downfield block from Montrell Phoenix to keep it alive. 90 yards on the kickoff return for London Smith. Yeah.
Michael Hatton will be kicking off for University here. And going back for Shoemaker will be their speedster, Brandon Brown, number 3. And Jamal Pilati, number 9. Both of them speedsters.
Yeah, here in the third quarter, Shoemaker's had the ball 18 seconds. Trojans, 13 seconds. Here's the ensuing kickoff. Taken by an up man at the 30-yard line, and he's got a hole. Across the 50 to the 40 to the 35, all the way down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. All of a sudden, special teams have taken over in this game.
Quan Hughes with the touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, that was Tano Wooten with the return there. Going to be at the 22 and University's end of the field.
That'll be their best starting position out of their first 5 possessions.
Well, it took them just one play last time to get into the end zone. They'll fake the handoff. Once again, they'll throw to the corner of the end zone. This time it's a little bit out of the reach. No, he came up with the touchdown catch. Is that polite one more time?
Yes, it is. That was a super catch by. Oh, we got a flag.
Well, he probably for too much celebration after the catch, but a great job of coming down with that one by number 9, Jamal Polite Jr. That's his 3rd touchdown grab of the night. Think there was some adjustments at halftime? Good grief.
Said we're going to get it to our playmakers, at least for clean on the offense.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 14 of the defense. Penalty will be enforced on the try, 1 on time down.
They called that on University. I'm not sure exactly what it was that Darrell Stewart did, but that will probably be added to the ensuing kickoff. So once again, Shoemaker will go for 2 here.
I think Coach Foster wants to have an explanation to him.
Rodney Smith, a referee, over to explain it to Charles Foster as to why his player was called for unsportsmanlike. Maybe he wants to know why the wide receiver was not also flagged for his demonstration in the end zone, but he has his explanation, and he doesn't necessarily agree with it, but we'll go on and continue playing football.
3 touchdowns in the first 46 seconds.
That's another thing we haven't seen in quite some time. All right, going for the 2-point conversion. Under center is Rashard Hicks. He'll hand it off in the backfield. Somebody lost a helmet along the way, and it appears he did not make it.
Yeah, that's Kylene Estelle. Met it right at the line of scrimmage and was able to stop his momentum.
Yep, that was Josiah Walker trying to get it in, so no two-point conversion. So with 11:14 to go in the third quarter, it's now 26-21 in favor of Shoemaker. Boy, we had a couple of teams in the first half that were just kind of feeling each other out, just kind of punching and jabbing, and they go for haymakers here in the third quarter.
We're opening the playbook now. We're going to. Carlos Perez again along with London Smith deep. The up back just in front of them will be Jamari Thomas, number 3, and then along with Mr. Sarcy, Forsey, number 81, Alex Forsey.
Right.
Torres will be kicking off for Shoemaker here.
Pop up, gonna come down to the 28-yard line to Forsey, and Forsey's gonna be run over before he can get any momentum going.
Yeah. Devin Jones, 5'10", 175-pound senior with a solid tackle there.
Yeah, watch this open field hit. Wham. University will have the ball at their own 17-yard line with starting this possession with 11:14 to go. Offensive line, Armando Rodriguez, the center. The guards are Dominic Carrillo and Ricardo Gonzalez. The tackles, Isaac Rosales and Ro Enriquez Jr. So Roy Nichols, the quarterback. Throw back to the far side on the wide receiver screen. It kind of breaks loose. London Smith able to get it up to the 21-yard line.
Brendan Logan on the tackle for Shoemaker.
Giving 4 yards on the play, bring up second down and 6 at the 21. That one looked pretty good to start with, but just all of a sudden broke down. Throw quickly in the flat is overthrown, trying to get that out to Jamari Thomas.
James Evans defending on the play.
Savoy Nickel now 12 of 19 passing for 124 yards. Third and 6. Pass to the sideline. It's complete for the first down. I believe that was London Smith on the catch on the far side, sure enough.
Brendan Logan given the assignment to cover London Smith tonight.
Picked up 8 and the first down. At the 29, well, they mark it at the 28-yard line. So we'll pick up a 7 on that play. But it is a first down. Thomas takes the handoff, gets by one would-be tackler, and makes his way up for a 2-yard gain up to the 30.
Maybe on Lucas, bringing him down on the tackle.
Thomas joins London Smith as a wide receiver to the left side. Justin Neal, the H-back, to the right of the formation. Nichols was looking to pass, now throws, and now just throws it away. That play broke down very quickly, and Savoy recognized that and decided to wait for another play. It's about the third time tonight he's done that.
He made a good decision there. They had 3 defenders and there was only 1 receiver, and there was no chance.
3rd and 8 from the 30 in University territory. Trips to the right. Nichols gets it across the 40 up to the 43-yard line to the one receiver that was to the left side. And who else that would be but London Smith.
35, Avion Lucas just barely didn't quite get his hand on that pass coming across.
Picked up 13 for the first down. Out to the University 43-yard line. The stacked receivers on the right side. They send Neal in motion, handed off to Thomas. Thomas trying to get around the left side, not going to make that happen. And then there's a flag trailing the play where you normally see holding.
Avion Lucas forcing him out of bounds on the tackle.
Holding. Number 55 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot. Replay first down.
Well, that's going to move it back to the 33-yard line. And we do have timeout for an injury for the Trojans.
Looks like number 70's on the turf. He's getting up.
Yeah, that's always good to see when they get up on their own. Ricardo Gonzalez, one of the guards, headed to the sideline. That means we may see Leroy Thomas come into the game out of one of the guard spots. 8:30 to go, third quarter. Had a very exciting start to this third quarter with each team scoring quickly. First and 20, the Trojans have to get to the Gray Wolves 47-yard line for a first down. Neal goes in motion, put two receivers to each side. They hand it off, though, up in front. Really nice little run there.
Again, the linebacker, Avion Lucas, with the tackle. Good job of holding on to the football on that handoff there, because that thing came all the way up to the top of the shoulder pads.
Yeah, that was Ray Brown Jr. who took kind of a strange handoff, but got it up to the 37-yard line for a 4-yard gain. Brings up a second down and 16. Nichols has time, throws it to the sideline, just a yard shy of the down marker, up to the 44-yard line.
Brendan Logan defending on the play.
At the 42, that's a pickup of 5 on the play. 3rd and 11. London Smith to the left of the formation on the line. Winds up, he's free and has the catch on the run inside the 20 down to the 10.
Double coverage, and he still caught the ball. Brendan Logan, along with their safety, William Thomas, unable to stop London Smith.
Beautiful pass on the money to London Smith. Takes it all the way down to the Shoemaker 10. It's a 48-yard completion. Maybe the longest of the night for the Trojans. First and goal from the 10. Hand off in the backfield. Good spin move by Ray Brown Jr. to get away.
Got a flag on the 10-yard line. It was late arriving.
Already overcome one 10-yard penalty in this drive.
Holding. Number 52 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay.
Well, now the penalties are starting to catch up with Trojans. Face first and goal from the 20 now. Once again, they had a holding penalty earlier in this drive, but thanks to that long pass to London Smith, have a chance to overcome it. Nichols will check with the sideline. Offensive coordinator Holden Seward. He signals in a new play with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Nichols getting pressure, will run, has plenty of room. Now he stops and throws, and boy, that was a very dangerous pass throwing back across his body, trying to get that to Jamari Thomas in the middle of the field.
Amares Calapang defending on that play. University very lucky to retain possession of the ball after that pass.
That was an ill-advised pass. He was better off just running the football and trying to get as many yards out of it as he could to try to overcome that holding penalty. Second down and goal from the 20. 3 receivers on the left side. They'll send one of those receivers in motion. That's Neal, and he blocks up the middle for Ray Brown. Now we have a Trojan losing a helmet. That means that Roe Enriquez is going to have to be out for a play.
Jalen Payton defending on that run.
Yeah, Brown got 4 yards on the play, but it's going to bring up third and goal from the 16. And timeout going to be called as the University offensive line is a little depleted here. As Ricardo Gonzalez have to leave because of a
to buy back number 76's helmet coming off.
Helmet a while ago, and now
First time
Roe
out of the
Enriquez as well. So they're going to try to make sure that they make something out of this opportunity. Down by 5 points at 26-10 with, well, we're about halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, they've had this ball for 5 minutes on this possession.
Quarter started with a nice return by the Gray Wolves to the University 40, and from there they hit their excellent wide receiver Jamal Polite with a 40-yard pass to take a lead at 20-14. University answered back with a 90-yard kickoff return by London Smith to recapture the lead at 21-20. Then another nice return on the kickoff by Shoemaker. Set that up at University's 22-yard line, where they promptly went right back to Polite for his third touchdown catch of the night to get to 26-21. Since that touchdown catch by Polite, the Trojans have had the football since then and moved it into enemy territory. Got it as close as the 10-yard line, but have been sent backward by a holding penalty, and now trying to overcome that. Third and goal from the 16. Empty backfield, throw to the corner, and it's knocked down. They tried to get that. It was a great defensive play. Who was that was able to get a hand on it?
Brendan Logan. He's been in a lot of plays tonight.
He certainly made an excellent jump there to knock that one down.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in charge of defending London Smith the whole night.
Looks like we're going to get a field goal attempt here for the Trojans.
Distance shouldn't be any problem for Hatton here. Perez will be holding.
It'll be a 33-yard attempt. Good snap and hold. Kick has got its distance, but it goes wide to the right. So the Trojans come up empty after moving from their own 17 to their opponent's 10-yard line before a holding penalty really stalled the drive and missed on the field goal attempt from 33 yards out. Had the ball for 5 minutes and 14 seconds on that drive. That was 13 plays on that drive. Gray Wolves hand off the backfield in the big hole, and he keeps his balance. Nice run there by Willie Thomas to once again move it into University territory all the way down to the 47-yard line.
Jeremiah Green finally bringing him down, but he did break a tackle about 15 yards down the field, and he got an additional 20.
Picked up 33 yards on the play. First and 10 at the University 47. Fake the handoff, quarterback keeper around the right side. He'll get a first down as he goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
All the way to the 37-yard line. First and 10 for Gray Wolves.
Two long gainers, 2 plays in a row.
This time with the football is Walker, and Walker sidesteps a couple of Trojans and will get it into the end zone for the touchdown. From 37 yards away, Josiah Walker, a 6'1", 190-pound sophomore, jukes his way in for the score.
Three big plays, I believe roughly 80 yards total.
Yes, sir, 80 yards. Once again, they will go for 2. It's the backup quarterback, Rashad Hicks Jr. Rolls, throws, and completes it. Gets the pass out to Josiah Walker, who just scored the touchdown. And the 2-point conversion is good to extend Shoemaker's lead to 34-21. They're scoring now faster than I can write.
Yeah, I mean, scored in 26 seconds. I mean, missing that field goal, they were getting ready to close to within 2 points or 3 points, and then just like that, blown the lead out to 13. Torres is going to be kicking off for Shoemaker here with 5:14 left here in the third quarter.
We're seeing 2 totally different halves from these schools. First half, each offense was very methodical. This time, here in the second half, they've just been trading haymakers.
Perez and Smith will be back on about their 15-yard line.
3 plays, 80 yards, and what I have is 46 seconds on that drive. Special teams have played a big part in all this scoring. Little tip drill to get the football back to Garcia. It was hit at the sideline. Excuse me, that was Carlos Perez with the return.
Yeah, Brendan Logan with a big hit right there on the sideline.
Perez doing a good job of picking up the football and getting it across the 30-yard line before being bumped out of bounds. Mark it at the 33. Biggest lead of the night for Shoemaker at 13 points. Good look at the home crowd cheering on the University Trojans tonight. They send Montrell Phoenix in motion. Now they stop him on the right side. They hand off in the backfield to Thomas, and Darius has little room to go.
Hayden Tuana, defensive lineman, grabbed a hold of him by the ankles, wouldn't let him go.
Check that. That was Brown in the backfield. Roy Brown Jr. with the loss back to the 31, a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 at the 31. Nichols has to look like he was trying to throw it away, but almost got it out to Justin Neal for completion.
He was under duress. 15, Aiden Tuana again putting a lot of heat on him.
Third and 12 facing the Trojans. London Smith, the receiver, I believe, on the far side. Nichols back to pass, throws it toward the sideline. It's a little shy, trying to get that out to Phoenix. And he's able to make the catch at the 38, but that's still going to be short of the first down. It's a 6-yard pickup. 4th and 6 at the University 38. Actually, I think that was a 7-yard pickup. Trojans are 3 for 3 on 4th downs tonight. Trying to make it 4 for 4 here in their own territory. Fake the handoff, throws, and it's overthrown and almost picked off. I'm not sure if that was for London Smith or Justin Neal. They were both in the area, but that's the first failure on 4th down of the night for the Trojans. They turn it over with 3:36 left to go in the third quarter, trailing by 13 at 34-21. You can't say that Shoemaker hasn't had great field position here in the third quarter.
Last possession of the first half and the first 3 possessions of the second half have resulted in 4 touchdowns. So the defense of the University has got to come right here and stop them.
Josiah Walker, the running back in the backfield. They fake the handoff to him, throw quickly on a wide receiver screen, and I believe that was dropped by Brandon Brown. Probably best that he dropped it. Second down and 10. Both Brown and Walker in the backfield with their quarterback, Dal Addison. Addison keeps on the RPO and has a lot of running room now. Slides when he gets to the 30-yard line. They're going to say he started his slide at the 31, so a 7-yard gain for Addison will bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, Darryl Stewart was in hot pursuit. Downs to make 2.5 yards.
We've not had a turnover tonight, have we?
We have not.
Hand it off to Walker. Walker just bulls his way across the 30 down to about the 28.
Joaquin Martinez in on the tackle.
Going to be very close to that first down. That's going to depend on the spot. Maybe just a hair shy of the first down. I'll give him a 2-yard gain.
Timeout. Officials timeout for measurement.
We're actually going to have a measurement. We don't see many of those any longer.
Not anymore, we don't.
They'll bring the chains across. This is where I used to have a hot dog bet with Butch Henry. And Butch, I think he owed me about 6 hot dogs. I don't think they have it. Stretch the chains, and they are shy by about 2 inches.
Run on the field. Ball is short of the line of game.
So it'll bring up 4th down and inches.
3rd down.
Look at the University sideline there.
Correction, it is 4th down.
Thank you. Great job being done by our Waco chapter of Texas Association of Sports Officials. Rodney Sims, our referee tonight. 4th and short. That's not going to get it.
Nope, that's Devontae Kirkland.
Willie Thomas going to be dropped for a yard loss.
That's the stop the university needed to see if they can jumpstart their offense. I'm always surprised when you have 2 inches to go why you don't quarterback sneak the football.
2:13 left to go in the third quarter. Trojans trail by 13, but they have the football and get it at their own 28-yard line. This is where you have to hit it pretty hard.
If they can get a long drive and a touchdown, they'll be within 1 score again.
You've got London Smith by himself on the right side. They're going to hand it off in the backfield to Brown, but they're going to throw a flag before they even get started.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 74 of the offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. It is first down.
1st and 15 now, back at the 23. On their last possession, the Trojans got a 48-yard pass completion to London Smith. And right now, he's just man-to-man with James Evans on the near side, but kind of covering over the top is Myron Diallen. Now 3 receivers on the right-hand side. Nichols drops the snap, rolls right, and will just tuck it and run with it and go out of bounds at the 30-yard line and pick up a 7 on the play. That making something out of nothing.
Good decision by Nichols.
It'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 30.
They had to get that play in down to 7 seconds.
Carlos Perez in the slot on the far side. London Smith, the wide out at the bottom of your screen. Nichols back to pass. Flush from the pocket. Keeps his feet. A flag is thrown from Weba from the umpire. And that may be another holding penalty. Nichols had the first down, but we'll see what the penalty is all about. Yeah, I think I just saw it. Trojan threw a Gray Wolf to the ground.
Holding, number 76 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
Holding penalties all of a sudden stacking up against the Trojans. Takes it back to their 20, where they face 3rd and 18. Or actually 2nd and 18. No loss of down on that. Minute 59 left to go in the third quarter. Now we have another flag. This is usually where we see.
Prior to the snap,
False
start. Number 74 of the offense. Yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 2nd down.
It's the 3rd and 23. Back to the 15. This possession is going backward. It started at the 28. Trojans were not making these kinds of mistakes in the first half. Nichols will throw for London Smith and overthrowing out of bounds. William Thomas V coming over to help from his safety spot. Make sure that London Smith couldn't come up with that catch. So it's 3rd down. And Lorena to get a first down. On a looked like what was going to be a tunnel screen coming all the way from the other side, but that's a great defensive play to drop him for a loss. Carlos Perez just could not get loose. Or was that, maybe that was Phoenix.
Galopang, number 21. A lot of speed there.
Yeah.
Secondary.
Yeah, Montreal Phoenix trying to find some running room, just couldn't find it there. It was 4th down, back all the way to the 15-yard line. In a punting situation. Earlier tonight, we saw London Smith punting. Now we do have a discussion between the officials.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 22 of the defense.
Oh, wow.
15-yard penalty by rule, automatic first down.
Wow, that's a big help for the Trojans. Big help for University there. That gets them out of jail, gives them a new set of downs at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, they started initially at the 29.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make any difference. 1st and 10. Drive stays alive, and they got to see if they can manufacture some first downs and get it down there for a touchdown.
Nichols has had trouble having time to throw the ball. He hands it off to Brown going around the left side. Ray tries to bounce it outside, but really can't get any yardage out of it whatsoever.
James Evans, one of the cornerbacks, knocking him out of bounds.
Got to hand it to the Shoemaker defense. They have really stepped it up here in the second half.
They're a very quick group on defense.
They're going to say Brown lost a yard back to the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Play clock is down to 5 as they break the huddle. Either get another penalty or call a timeout. Well, they get it snapped in plenty of time. Ray Brown finds a little running room up to near the 25-yard line.
Jamal Sanders with the tackle.
There's not a whole lot of running room there. Pick up a 3 on the play. 3rd and 9. Nichols heaves it for the sideline and throws it into the first row of seats. I don't know if that slipped out of his hand because his receiver was open. London Smith was open on the sideline.
Yeah.
He just airmailed that one. 32 pass attempts now.
He's holding his left wrist.
For 18 yards.
Got London Smith's going to be punting the ball. Number 9 will be back, Jamal Palati.
Yeah, Polite has been a very big weapon for Shoemaker tonight. He's got 3 touchdowns. Oh, it's a fake. They snap it to one of the up men, and he's only going to get to the 25-yard line. That's not going to get the first down. Another Riverboat Gambler play there by the new head coach, Charles Foster. This one backfires. It's going to give Shoemaker the ball in Trojan territory with 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter and a 13-point lead. From the 25-yard line in University territory, where is number 9? He's down here at the bottom of the screen on the left side. Looking right, though, and throwing across the middle for the end zone, and it's knocked away.
Nice job there by 24 for University High. Rashad Smith.
Trying to get that to Azari Longmire Knight for the touchdown. 2nd and 10 at the 25. with 25 seconds left to the third quarter. In between quarters, we're going to have a sideline interview with the Gonzalez family, who was presented at halftime with a couple of plaques symbolizing introduction into the Waco Athletic Hall of Fame. Little busted play in the background, in the backfield, but turning it into something is the quarterback, Monty Dell Addison. Will get it all the way down to the 19 and pick up a 6 on the play.
That's Devontae Kirkland with the tackle, and I think he may be the one that's
Injury timeout on the field.
Well, that's a huge blow to the University defense if that's Kirkland down. I think we got the trainers over checking him out. We'll take this time to acknowledge our crew from Trojan Media Productions, a big cast of characters helping us with this game tonight. Autumn Brooks, Miracle Hill, Jacelyn Keys, Jasmine King, LaShante Davis, Jenna Lopez, Morris Powell, Bryce Collins, Jacob Montoya, Zaya Vasquez, Michael Castro, Samuel Gallardo, Angie Zabala, and Aaron Taylor. We certainly thank you for your efforts tonight as part of Trojan Media Productions. As the injured Trojan is up and coming to the sideline on his own power.
Yeah, that's Devontae Kirkland.
Well, he's limping a little bit, but it's good to see him up and walking on his own.
Checking in for Kirkland is going to be 18. Zam Jackson.
Carey got it down to the 19-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and 4. This third quarter seems like it's taken as long as our first half did. And off to Walker. Walker's not going to get the first down.
Yeah, that's Joaquin Martinez who stood him up first, and he was helped by 2 or 3 more of his buddies.
That's going to be the end of our third quarter of play.
That is the end of the third quarter.
So we head to our final 12 minutes with our score. Shoemaker 34 and University 21. Now let's go down to the sideline with a special interview from our sideline reporter, Jacelyn Keys.
Hi, I'm Jacelyn Keys with Trojan Media Production, and I'm here with
Vicky Gonzalez Tellis.
Luis Gonzalez III. Armando Jacinto. Christopher Gonzalez.
Okay, so what does this honor mean to your family and to the community?
Everything. My daddy was a mentor for many, many boys before these young kids that are here tonight. And, he did more for those boys than his own children. But we never begrudged him that because we knew he was helping kids that did not have a father figure.
No, it's something that as a kid growing up here, you always heard about, my grandfather's legacy, things he had done with the community, folks he had helped out or whatnot. And it's something I'm really proud of to be a part of a heritage and a lineage that has done so much for Black and brown and white kids in the community that at the time just was not a resource or an avenue for any type of community or assistance or anything like that. And so I think that's what's really missing today is you don't have a lot of men like this that are willing to take the time and sacrifice and commit to build foundations for our youth. So I feel very, very fortunate that I was a part of that.
The thing I'm just going to add is that they were so impactful with the community, not just the district, but the community of Waco and South Waco. And I think this is a big honor for our culture, people of color of our culture. And there's going to be that the impact that they had, and not just on the kids that they coach, but also people that they impacted and dealt with as educators.
I'm Jacelyn Keys. Now back to you.
Thank you very much, Jacelyn. A very deserved honor for the Gonzalez family there, as well as the other honoree tonight, Candace Thomas, who is currently the women's basketball coach at McClendon Community College here in town. Great inductees into the Waco Athletic Hall. All right, we start in the fourth quarter. Shoemaker facing a 4th and 2 at the university 17-yard line. Go to a full house backfield, fake the handoff, throw for the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Coming up with the score is Jaheed McCoy with his 4th catch of the night, I believe. His 2nd catch of the night. On 4th down, they get the TD to take a 40-20 lead with the try for point to come.
They're going to go for 2 points again.
They're not able to get it in. The try for 2 is no good. As the quarterback tried to keep it and get it into the end zone.
Yeah, Jeremiah Green made the initial stop and held on until his buddies could come help knock him down. Good defense.
So the Shoemaker Gray Wolves go 25 yards in 4 plays. Just took 38 seconds to take a 40-21 lead on the University Trojans as we start the 4th quarter of play. We were just 14-14 at the end of the half.
Yeah. Like I said, Colleen's averaging 46 points a game. And they have quick strike offensive firepower. Torres is going to be kicking off Shoemaker. This is going to be pretty critical. University, if they can get the ball 3 times in this quarter, they've got 2 touchdowns with every possession. Carlos Perez going deep, far end. London Smith will be here on the near side. Alex Dorsey, number 81, being about his 20-yard line, and then on the far side, be number 3, Jamari Thomas. They await this kick.
Yeah, many thanks to the youngsters from Trojan Media Productions under the direction of their instructor, Justin Sanchez, for your work tonight here at Waco ISD Stadium. Line drive kick, picked up at the 25-yard line. Trying to reverse his field and carry tacklers up to about the 34-yard line.
Devon Jones along with Corey Gilbert. Wrapping them up there at the 35-yard line.
Justin Neal on the return. The University from the 34-yard line.
Offside. Kicking team number 21. 5 yard will be added to the end of the run.
Add 5 yards to that, so it'll be at the 39 where they will start.
It's actually going to be their best starting position of the whole ball game.
Quarterback Savoy Nichols hands it off to Darius Thomas. Thomas with no room to run. Will lose a couple of yards. Back to the 37.
Davion Lucas and Javon Sanders clogging that hole up immediately up the middle.
Maybe going out on a limb, Hal, but it appears to me the offensive line is just a little bit tired. Again, the handoff goes to Thomas. And again, a 2-yard loss. This time back to the 35.
Hayden Tuana tackle.
That big defensive line for Shoemaker is all of a sudden starting to dominate in this game. That 220-pound Trey Stevens, 230-pound Stephen Moore up front there. Nichols drops back under pressure, will throw it away.
Yeah, 14 was bringing a lot of heat. Tyler Armstrong.
Bring up 4th down.
London Smith's going to be punting the football for University here.
Trojans have been outscored 26-7 in this second half.
You got Jamal Palat back on his own 40-yard line to receive this punt.
Good snap. Not a great kick. Goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. The coach who picked it up on the sideline acted like he was about to run it back to the other end.
That's 20 yards net on the punt.
The 46-yard line in Shoemaker territory is where they will start this possession with 10:22 left to go in the game. They're up by 19. Gray Wolves will send 3 receivers to the right. I'm guessing they're going to rely on Josiah Walker, the running back, to carry the football. Sure enough, he gets the football, goes around the left side. He's met by Trojans after a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, that's Joaquin Martinez. Joined with by Laquan Hughes also.
You have not seen Devontae Kirkland back out there, have you?
We have not.
Second down and 8. They fake the handoff to Walker, pitch it in the flat, and it's incomplete. Trying to get that out to Brandon Brown. Tried a little wrinkle there, and it didn't work. Brings up 3rd and 8 from the Shoemaker 48. Clock stopped with 9:41 left to go in the contest. Looking for a throwback pass. He's got it set up across the 45 into University territory down to about the 39-yard line on the completion to Josiah Walker.
Darrell Stewart with the tackle.
Pick up the first down and have it at the Trojan 39. Pick up a 13 on that play. They're now 12 of 17 passing for 168 yards. Walker takes the handoff over the left tackle. A good gain down to the 32-yard line. Pick up a 7 for Walker.
Rashad Smith finally bringing them down. They do have some quick running backs, and they use all 3 of them.
Again, this is a 6A team. playing against a 5A Division II team. University played them very gamely in the first half with the locker room tied at 14. But things have changed here in the second half. Walker jukes his way outside and picks up the first down. Gets it down to about the 25-yard line. A gain of 7 on that play for the first down.
Juan Hughes and Rashad Smith with the tackles.
Clock rolls with 8:10 left to play. Shoemaker with a comfortable lead and the football at the opponent 25-yard line. Low snap, handled well. Walker has it. Somebody grabs him by the shirt tail and keeps him from getting more than 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, it's Micah Soros, the defensive end.
Second down and 8 from the 23. Toby Foreman right now content just to run the football and run clock.
Ronald Derrick is coming back into the game at the right defensive end spot for University.
Walker bounces this one outside and finds lots of running room, and then actually that's number 6, not number 4. That's Willie Thomas with the carry this time. Gets it all the way down to the 8-yard line.
Sam Jackson and Kylan Estelle combining to bring him down.
15-yard pickup for Thomas. University calls a timeout because their defense is gassed. Or did we have an injury timeout?
Larry Martin, number 98, is coming off the field.
And Noah Soros going in to take his place. No timeout call. Clock is rolling with 6:55 left. Dell Addison, the quarterback. Take the snap. Turn around and hand it off. Willie Thomas stays on his feet and gets it in for the score. Be his first touchdown of the night. Third touchdown scored on the ground for the Shoemaker Gray Wolves. 3 through the air, 4 through the air, and 3 on the ground.
Yeah, we've got Torres going to be attempting the extra point.
This one he gets high enough in the air and puts it through the uprights. 6:32 left to play. 7 points on the board for Shoemaker. Makes it now 47-21 in favor of the Gray Wolves.
Well, you've got a defensive University who is, they're pretty gassed now. I think the physicality of a little larger team on the other side is finally starting to take its toll here.
Now that drive only took 8 plays to go 54 yards. They used up 3 minutes and 55 seconds on the fourth quarter clock to continue to build on their lead. Again, this was a game tied at 14 at halftime. And both teams came out of the locker room in the second half and started throwing haymakers after a great kickoff return for the Gray Wolves. They hit a 40-yard pass to Jamal Polite to take the lead at 20-14. University answered right back with a 90-yard kickoff return by London Smith to recapture the lead at 21-20. Then another good return by Tano Wooten got the Gray Wolves down to the University 22, where again they hit Polite on a pass for the touchdown to take a 26-21 lead. And the Gray Wolves have not looked backward since.
No, they have scored on 6 of their last 7 possessions. That's a pretty strong statement by Colleen Shoemaker tonight. Torres is going to be kicking off for Shoemaker. Again, back will be Perez and London Smith here to receive this kick.
The kick is short, picked up by an up man at the 31-yard line. He stays on his feet, but will end up going down exactly pretty much where he picked it up.
Andre Bennett in on the tackle.
That was Jeremiah Green who picked that one up. It's 1st and 10 at the University 30-yard line. Again, next week, the Trojans are on the road at Lamb Passes to finish non-district play. They will start district play in 2 weeks here at Waco ISD Stadium against Brian Rudder. Low snap. Nichols, though, able to hand it off ahead to Darius Thomas. Thomas is gang tackled exactly where he got the football.
Monty Cooper, number 48, in on that tackle.
Well, no gain on the play. It's been a tough road to hoe for University here in the second half.
Yeah, it looks like Shoemaker's put in, at least in the defensive line, they put in their subs. They don't have near the size that they had before.
Pass complete. Out to the 35-yard line.
Maybe
on out to Alex Forsey, his first catch of the night.
Yeah, good job by Alex. Davion Lucas was in on the tackle.
Picked up 5 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5. Nichols has time, squares up, throws to London Smith at the sideline. He has the 1st down at the 43.
Really nice pass by Savoy Nichols. Had to thread that in between 2 defenders.
Picked up 8 yards on the pass to London Smith. And it's his 10th catch of the night for 119 yards. That's the kind of night you want to get out of London Smith every night. Hand off to Thomas. Darius across the 45 up to the 48-yard line for a 5-yard pickup.
Knocked to the ground by Avion Lucas.
At this point, the Trojan offense just kind of working on plays and timing and things of that nature. They're of the opinion they're not going to be able to catch up. Big hole for Thomas this time as he tried to back across the 50-yard line. He's summarily thrown to the ground, and actually that is not Darius Thomas. That is Kentrell Jones, a sophomore running back with the carry.
Avion Lucas with a pretty rough tackle there on the play.
He got it into enemy territory, a 3-yard pickup to the 49. Gives up a 3rd down and 2. Long 2, short 3. Jones stays in at the running back spot. They fake the handoff to him. Savoy Nichols, he had a chance to maybe pick up the 1st down by running the football, but decides to throw it away instead. That's his, I believe, his 5th throwaway of the night.
Yeah, he had the 1st down there. He should have just kept it and just run on out of bounds. He wasn't going to get hit.
We're back into the ground at the ball. 4th down.
Rodney Sims said something about grounding the ball, but he was outside the pocket.
He was way outside the pocket.
I don't know what Toby Foreman's talking to Rodney Sims about. 4th and 2 is what faces the Trojans here. gone for fourth down several times tonight. A double pump. They get it to London Smith down at the 42-yard line, and he's able to hold on to the football despite the fact that James Evans tries to separate him from it.
That's a really good catch by London.
Good, strong hands there. A 5-yard pickup. Gets the first down at the 45 in Killeen territory. Eighth play of this drive that started at the University 30. They've already chewed up about 3 minutes of the fourth quarter clock. Nichols runs to his left, stops, and now throws to the middle of the field and has a man. Headed downfield with it is Forsey. Alex Forsey takes it all the way to the other side and takes it inside the 15 down to around the 10.
Davion Lucas finally tracking him down from behind.
A 35-yard pass from Savoy Nichols to Alex Forsey has the Trojans in the red zone. First and goal. Got the play off before the throw it to
there he is.
London Smith in the corner, and he has it for the touchdown.
Beat the cornerback James Evans.
Is that his first receiving touchdown of the night? I believe it is.
That's a really good drive by University. Knowing that they're probably out of the ball game, but having the fortitude to go ahead and go all the way down the field, 70 yards for the touchdown. Micah Hatton will be attempting the extra point. Perez is holding. And it is good.
So with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the contest, our new score is Shoemaker 47 and University 28. A 9-play, 70-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 25 seconds for the Trojans. Just their second touchdown of the second half. Their first was on a 90-yard kickoff return by London Smith. Now he catches his first touchdown catch of the night on his 12th catch of the evening for 134 yards and that one touchdown. Still have the 2-minute timeout before the end of the half. Both teams, Shoemaker has all their timeouts. I think University just has 2 timeouts remaining, but I doubt either team will use them. And there's an injury or something comes up.
Yeah, they're setting up for the onside kick as far as the clean Shoemaker, just in case. Going to stick 9 guys right up on the line. Brandon Brown, number 3, and number 13, Centel Fielder, will be back at their own 20-yard line to receive this kickoff. Hatton.
Late check into the kickoff team is Kalen Estelle.
At this point in the game, you might as well try the onside kick. You have nothing to lose.
It's not a windy night. And the kicker looked like he was going to have somebody hold it. Now he has certain love. He's going with the onside kick, and it's received by one of the good hands guys up front, Brandon Brown, able to take it in and fall down with it. And it'll be at the Shoemaker 49-yard line. Yeah, that was a tie ball game at 14 at halftime.
Two totally different movies here.
Yeah, absolutely. 37 points in the second half for Shoemaker and just 14 for the Trojans. Nice job of running around the backside, but we're going to get some holding in the backfield. Brandon Brown Jr. takes it all the way down inside the 25-yard line, but Rodney Sims throws a flag and says there was a holding penalty back here.
Laquan Hughes and Daryl Stewart in on the tackle. But yeah, this one's coming back.
Holding. Number 71 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
It'll be 1st and 20 and moves back to the 39-yard line in Shoemaker territory. Gray Wolves next week start district play. They'll be on the road to take on the Temple Wildcats. Week after that, they'll be back in Waco, but at Panthers Stadium in Hewitt to take on the Midway Panthers. First and 20. Hand off around the left side to Willie Thomas, and Thomas will get most of that yardage back.
Knocked out of bounds by Daryl Stewart, number 14 for University.
Gets it all the way to the 49-yard line. He does pick back up that penalty yardage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. I notice that Rashard Hicks, the sophomore, is in at quarterback now for Shoemaker. 6'1", 175-pound sophomore. We've seen him several other times tonight, but running the offense now here in the final moments of this contest. Hands it off to Walker, and Walker, the tough runner that he is, will get the first down across the 40-yard line.
Juan Hughes and Caden Davis with the tackle to stop him there, but not before he got that first down.
They're going to mark it at the 39 in University territory. That's a 12-yard pickup on that play for Walker. He's had a good night carrying the football. 11 carries for
unsportsmanlike conduct.
For 12 for 77 yards.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down. That is number 59's first unsportsmanlike of the contest.
Trojans are racking up the penalty now, a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. For 87 yards so far. Moves it all the way down to the 24-yard line in Trojan territory where it's 1st down and 10. One more snap and we'll get to that 2-minute timeout before the end of the game. Willie Thomas will be dropped for a loss. Back to the 26. Loss of 2 on the play for Willie.
Josiah Watson. Oh, now we got some more.
Now this is uncalled for, totally unnecessary. The head coach down there trying to calm things down. Charles Foster talking to the back judge, but that was way away from the play. Rodney Sims will tell us all about it, but there's 2 flags.
2 fouls on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 87 black. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 71 white. Those fouls will offset. Replay first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout of the 4th quarter.
Well, the numbers that he called out, I don't see them on our roster either one. So players that have not had much of a chance to play and after something like that, they probably won't get a whole lot of chances to play. We are at the 2-minute timeout. At this point, the Gray Wolves can pretty much just drop a knee and call it a night. Going to walk away with a 19-point win tonight and take their record to 4-0 on the season. .47 points the most that University has surrendered so far this year. Not the most points that Killeen has scored so far this year. They scored 56 in the first game against Round Rock. Dropping back to pass. Now he decides to pull it down, and Hicks will be tackled inside the 20 at about the 16, but we've got another flag back at the 30-yard line, and most likely that's going to be holding.
Holding. 77 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
It's still first down. Or actually it's second down according to the down box across the way. I think Rodney just misspoke there. Takes it back to the 36-yard line. Second down and 22.
We got 12 guys on.
Well, the University called a timeout to make sure they didn't get that particular penalty.
Timeout, University.
They couldn't get the man off the field before.
First timeout of the half.
So they got one timeout left if they wish to use it. The Gray Wolves have all three timeouts. They have no need to use them. Fast and furious start to the second half as a 14-14 tie was quickly erased on a nice kickoff return to the University 40-yard line that was followed by a 40-yard touchdown pass to Jamal Polite, who has 3 touchdown catches on the night. London Smith followed that with a 90-yard kickoff return to give the lead back to University at 21-20. But then Tano Wooten ran a kickoff to the University 22 where they threw to Polite again for his 3rd touchdown of the night. He's caught 5 passes for 87 yards and 3 touchdowns tonight for the Gray Wolves. Toss in the flat. That's Polite with the football. He's going to be knocked out of bounds when he gets to the 30-yard line. Just to pick up a 6 on the play.
Jeremiah Green depending on the play.
Bring 3rd down and 16. He went out of bounds, so the clock stopped with 1:25 to go. Polite, the lone receiver to the top of your screen. At the bottom of your screen is Jihad McCoy. The handoff, they faked the handoff in the backfield. Oh, I'm sorry, I got faked out. Actually handed the ball off to a new running back in the game. Number 31 is Sakori Gilbert, who carried the football that time. First time we've seen him run with the football.
Juan Hughes with a solid tackle there on that 3rd down run.
Picked up 9 yards down to the 21, but it's still going to bring up the 4th down and 7. Difference of about 37 seconds between the play clock and the game clock. Looks like Killeen's going to let this run down to 1 second on the play clock before they call a timeout with 36 seconds left to go.
Shoemaker. First of the half.
Well, we'll see if they attempt a field goal here. I kind of doubt it, as you mentioned, Hal, that their field goal kicker does not quite have this distance. Plus, they don't need the points.
Unless they're trying to get their second string quarterback some experience passing, you would think he would have taken a knee, but he called a timeout, so he's going to go for it. I mean, he's going to go to make the first down. He's not going to take a knee, I don't believe.
Well, that's part of what these non-district games are all about, is getting people some playing time and the opportunity to prepare for district. And for Shoemaker, that starts next week. So 4th and 7. Hicks will hand it off, and unable to get the first down is Sakori Gilbert, a 5'8", 155-pound senior.
Josiah Watson, who just got into the game here this last series, stood him up right at the line of scrimmage.
There'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and the ball will go over on downs to University with just 28 seconds left to go. And they trail by 19 points. See what head coach Charles Foster and his offensive coordinator Holden Stewart want to do here. See Carlos Perez headed to the far side of the field. Savoy Nichols is out there. I do not see London Smith on the field.
Timeout, Shoemaker. Their second charge timeout of the half.
Shoemaker wants to call a timeout. I don't know if they want to put in some different personnel here, since they did not see London Smith in the lineup there. He's on the sideline holding his helmet. Pretty much, I think his night is over. Same with Jamari Thomas. There's going to be some reserves that get a little extra time here in the last 28 seconds of this one. Alex Forsey will be the receiver in the slot to the right of the formation. Slot receiver on the near side, I believe, is M.J. Davis. Nichols throws complete in the flat. That's to Robert Stevens, number 6, who gets it up to the 30-yard line for a gain of about 8 on the play.
He's knocked down from behind by Amari Cooper.
Clock rolling, under 10 seconds. I don't think the Trojans are going to run another play. That is going to be it for game 4 of the season for the University Trojans. They will go to 2-2 on the year, while the Gray Wolves from Shoemaker improved to 4-0 with a 47-28 win over the University Trojans tonight here at Waco ISD Stadium. Many thanks once again to our crew from Trojan Media Productions and their instructor, Justin Sanchez, for all the hard work that he and the students put in to make this game look good. For my broadcast partner, Hal Harris, and our statistician, Paul Comer, I'm Lark Smith, reminding you once again our final score, Shoemaker 47 and University 28. Good night from Waco ISD Stadium.
I'm Jason Keys with Trojan Media Production. I'm here with head coach, Coach Foster. How you feeling today?
I could be better, but I'm glad we on to the next one. Be on to the next one.
So how do you feel about the team's effort, even with the results?
I feel like the first half was good, but we just got to finish. We got to make sure everybody's bought in, which we'll fix the middle states and be ready to go. So.
And what's the main focus for the team heading into practice?
Finish the fight. We're on to the next game, on to the next one mentality.
And what's your message to the team as you get ready to take on land passes?
1-0. That's the 1-0 mentality we need to have.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And from Trojan Media Productions, I'm Jason Keys.